again! I am back with another cosplay review. As I said in my last video, this one is Genshin Impact. If you watched the last video, you'd know that. If not, then congratulations, it's a Genshin Impact review. This one is Heizou. So yeah, I got this from Pro Cosplay. I know I have a lot of Genshin reviews from Pro Cosplay. They just seem to have a lot of what I need, and also their shipping is a lot faster than, say, Doki Doki Cosplay. And Uowo doesn't tend to have a lot of male cosplays. So it sort of worked out for Heizou. I know Heizou seems pretty random, but I'm doing I think their fan name is Swirl group with some friends. And Heizou is who I picked. It's between Heizou and Venti. But maybe I just wanted to punch some people. Let's see if I regret that choice by pulling out the cosplay. So first up is his goofy little shirt. You can see it here. Its entire missing side. I will say right away, this part is falling apart already. It needs some serious reinforcement there. There's also a pretty big loose thread on the back here. But the fabric is very nice. There's some buttons here to button something to it that I'm sure I will discover. And here's the little black shirt that he kind of has in the front, just dangling there. The inside where the black shirt is, they literally just like cut it out, so it's not finished or anything. So that is something to keep an eye on, but nobody should see it at the very least. There are a lot of loose threads on this cosplay, which isn't the absolute end of the world. The biggest concern of mine is this right here. It looks like it's going to pop any second. So I'll definitely need to reinforce that. But that is his top. Next up are his big old shorts. Yep, these look like goofy shorts. There is no stretch whatsoever in this, so make sure that the measurements are correct because there is not any give. There's no kind of stretch, anything like that, and it's a zipper, not Velcro. There's also more buttons in the back of this. I will discover what all of these buttons go to at some point. These are not pop buttons though. Those other ones were pop buttons. These are these kind, which in my experience tend to be a little bit more secure than the pop buttons because they can't just pop. But again, the fabric choice is really nice in this. I do like the fabric choice a lot, and the printed details are really nice. These next couple parts I'm pretty sure are just like waist stuff. So this one, you can see here. I don't see anything immediately. Oh, maybe this is attached. This might go on his butt, and this might go like on that little button I was just talking about. So this might hang out on his derriere. Good for him. Good for him. I made it that same really nice fabric. Looks good from what I can tell. And then this goes all around his little waist area. You can see it's got a lot of detailing. I've got it flipped every direction except for the right direction, I think. Okay. Okay, I think I got it now. Yeah, there we go. So this is all his little parts. His little Zhongli butt thing. I see another one of these, so that maybe goes somewhere. I'll figure this all out, I promise. This one is Velcro, so it will have a little bit more of a leeway, although if the shorts don't, I don't really know what the point of this is. It doesn't matter. The point is, it looks good. It's made from that same fabric. Once again, I'm seeing a lot of loose threads. This little clasp is actually really nice, though. I'm used to these things being made of fabric, and it's not. And the rope is nice. So, overall, I think that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to move on to some more of his accessories. So, these go on his arms. Try to see here. I can't fully tell. It looks like they're just kept up with kind of this rubber right here. So we'll see how well they stay up because they're supposed to be pretty high, and sometimes things like that just don't work like how you think they're going to, but I do see here where some pop buttons are, so maybe it's secured to the shirt, which would actually be really ideal. So I'll see once I have it on, but here are the two different arm things. Okay, I had to disappear for a second because there are just so many accessories, and I was like, I don't know where any of these go. But now I think I have a pretty good grasp. So, this is his choker. It looks fine from what I can tell. There it is. If you want something more comfortable, I think just a regular black choker would get the job done. But this seems fine and actually has the details on it. And then this dangles off of him, and then if I'm looking at it correctly, it looks like this dangles off of that little waist piece, and then this hooks on to the end of this, which is not the most secure in the world. So I'll probably have to fix that, but that does seem to be what it, so kind of like this, which they gave me kind of like a hair clip for it to kind of go in between the braid. So we'll see, but that's sort of its idea. And then, so I did not buy the technical shoes, but they do send boot covers, which are these. They look like they would fall down in an instant, but they're the best I've got, so I'm just going to hope for them. But I will keep you updated on if they really do fall over in just an instant. This is the gold rope that kind of goes over his shoulder, a la Toma. And then his little Tenryo commission badge. Suck on that, Sara. I'm just kidding. I love Sara. And then his vision. Once again, just a little hair clip here, likely to go in between some rope. Not the most secure, and in my experience, these visions tend to break. Not just from Pro, just in general because of how they are. But honestly, this vision's not bad. It's got a little bit of hot glue coming off of it, but the Animo picture is not pixelated, and it's not made of really cheap foam. So in my experience of getting Genshin cosplays, that's a pretty good thing. These go on his wrist. They're just these angsty little wrist cuff things. This is the bracelet. His actual bracelet is really thick, so this does not quite do it justice, but it gets the general point across. This is another thing that just goes on the hip. There's a lot of it. This goes on his derriere with the vision, I believe. You are getting very sleepy. This goes on his ankle. And finally, they gave me this for, oh wait, something fell. I don't know what this is. They gave me this for his hair. It's a lot though, because I think this piece is supposed to go in the back where the ponytail is, and then I guess this wraps around here. So I don't think I'm gonna play with that right now, but I'll probably play with it when I'm playing with the wig more. I do have a wig, but I just kind of like threw it out of the bag and did like brief styling to it, so don't judge it too harshly. Same with my makeup. I know some people get confused, like, am I like cosplaying them at this time? No, I'm just doing a review. So I'm just wearing my daily makeup and not doing anything special to it. So don't come at me for not putting little things on there, because I'm not currently cosplaying him. I'm just showing you the cosplay. Anyway, with all that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and put the whole thing on. Alright, here it is. I feel like I'm in a police lineup. But I'm the cop. Alright. Yes. So, ta-da! So I am, you may be able to see it, wearing a fake chest with this, because you can see all of that, and I just don't like that much exposed, and I had a fake chest from Goro, which was one of the reviews that was like corrupted that you never got to see. I'm very upset about that, but yeah, so here it is. I guess I'll just go from the top to the bottom. So this is obviously just a headband that I threw on really quick. I still have this, but I just wasn't ready to play with this right now. This part is gonna go in like the ponytail, and then this would kind of like wrap around here. But I just, no. I already spent a while putting this all on. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with that. The choker feels fine. I just popped open a little bit on my arm things. So these arm things have, they're connected to the shirt, which is pretty cool. Because they're those pop buttons, like I said, they pop if I move my arms too much. So I'm constantly popping and locking and dropping. Don't tell Sada. I have a little badge here, ropes. Took me a bit to figure out the ropes. Don't know if they're correct, but they work. So I'm going to call them correct, and this is how I'm going to wear them. Everything fits good. A bib, looking all fly. Yeah. The leg things are basically holding on with hopes and dreams. And that's it. So they're already falling, and they're gonna continue to fall. I may just wear my black boots that I wore with Goro, because I don't really care too much about these little embellishment things, and it's better to have boots that I know are gonna stay up than constantly fiddling with these things. So there is that. I definitely need to replace what they have all these little accessories on. They had these with Goro too, and I had such a problem with them coming apart just like while I was walking, because it's made of like a cheap kind of metal keeping them together, so it just deteriorates as you're walking. So I need to replace these. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to replace them with yet, but something to keep them a little bit more secured so that I'm not constantly worrying about them. So most of the fixes that I'm going to do on this are more of convenient fixes so I can save myself the trouble later. Obviously this needs a good ironing. But if you are like, I want to get a Heizou cosplay and I want to do zero work to it, you could probably get away with this one, to be honest with you, because these accessories are just like a personal thing with mine. I find that they tend to fall off easier, but you know, depending on also where you're wearing them, if you're like, I just want to get a Heizou cosplay to make TikToks in my bedroom, you're fine, because even if it does break, it takes like 2 seconds to fix. It's mostly a problem for if you are at a convention, because if it falls, you may not notice it and then it's gone forever. So, but if you're just like chilling at your house making TikToks, I don't think it's a big deal. You'll notice it and then you can just quickly put it back on. Nothing major. Here's a better look at the back. But yeah, rating this cosplay, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. I think it's really good. It loses points because, like I said, the kind of cheap metals fall off pretty easily. But honestly, I think it's good. It works out for what I need it to. I feel like I'm ready to punch people, arrest people, whatever. So yeah, and shipping was really fast, like it always is with pro cosplay in my experience. So that was good. Now shipping may be fast, but shipping is also really expensive on pro. So make sure if you are ever kind of looking for a cosplay there to fake checkout, because that shipping is gonna catch you. Trust me. You should really do that on any cosplay shop, if I'm being honest. Especially now, shipping is getting really expensive. And so if you're kind of trying to budget a cosplay, I would fake check out with it. That way you can see how much it's going to be, because it's going to add to your cost. So that would be my big recommendation. But especially on Pro, because they have some of the higher shipping costs, which might explain why they're so quick. So thank you again for watching one of my reviews. I'm getting closer to the tail end of my cosplays I have coming in for my fall and winter anime conventions. So I don't know how many more reviews there will be, but we shall see. So if you've watched my other videos, you know that is Anime Weekend Atlanta and Holiday Matsuri. So I'm very excited for both of those. If you have a convention that you love, please tell me below because I'm always looking to check out more conventions because I just love going to conventions and cosplaying. But yes, thank you again and see you next time. Bye bye!